Hello, you splendid lot. It's Mega Gran here again with another episode from Building a Minecraft Zoo on VintageBeef's Omega server with the Zawa mod. And I hope you're all safe and well. I am okay, having had a pretty mixed few days on the Zawa server. And I keep having to remind myself, this is in beta, so there are going to be things that go a little bit awry. And there are going to be bugs that they're going to fix eventually. But at the moment, they're concentrating on getting as many animals in the game as possible, which is so exciting because I can't wait for the next update to see what else is going to be added. Now then, I had a little box here left for me by my little friend Maddie. And she gave me some potions of healing so that I could heal all the flamingos in here, because quite a few of them had quite a few of the health was a bit battered, and I think it was because when they were messing about trying to get to the leaves at the back, I think they'd injured themselves. So there we go. Now then, flamingos. Hello, flamingo. Hello, flamingo. Hello. Now where's that very special flamingo that's in here somewhere? Where is it? Jenny! There you are! Now then, let me just get my little book out to see. Oh, she's gone. Where is she? Oh, there you are. Let's have a look. Yes, you're down just a little bit. That's not too bad. Some of the others are worse than you. So let me get my splash potions. Let's have a look. Pop it down here, I think. There we go, that'll do. Right, let me get a few of these out, and I'll just splash them wherever this flamingo goes. Pop some there. I don't know how widely it spreads and which ones will get the effect, so I'm going to splash a few. Excuse me. There we go. Another one over here. Another one there. And one over here. There we go. Nice. I must get my brewing station up and running and do a lot more of those. There we go. Let's have a look at them. Oh, they're a nice little flock of flamingos, I think. And I'm glad I did all that re-leafing over there. Looks so much better. Right. Now then, where are the pandas? I haven't been over this end of the zoo for quite some time. So I'm thinking they're probably in the state they were when I left them. Yep, they're not ready, because I tried to make them just before I went off. Well, Po and Chi-Chi, I'll just have to wait. I'll have to keep coming back. In fact, what I'm going to have to do is spend some time here doing these viewing areas round the back. And then I'll probably be able to make you a few times. So hopefully we'll be successful then. But I'm going to go off to the Kakapos and see how they've been, because I've been nearer their enclosure than this one. So hopefully they'll be ready to mate again. We'll see. There we go. I've still got quite a bit to do with this welcome centre, I must say. I must be getting on with that. Although there's no rush. There's no rush. Still a lot to do everywhere, really. Right then, let's have a look and see what these Kakapos are up to. Okay. Oh, they're all together there by the looks of it. Let's get in. There we go. Now then, look at you all in a little huddle. You having a party? Let's see who we got. Helen and Stevie. Can we do? Yes, we can do you two. Anything there? Nope. Nope. Okay then, Valerie and Freddie. Anything there? Oh! Let me get my book out. Look! Oh, Valerie's pregnant. Oh, Valerie. Oh, you've got to take care of yourself, Valerie. Nothing strenuous now. And rest up. Oh. And where is Helen's baby? Now, usually around here somewhere. Oh, there, look. Hello, Helen's baby. Not a baby anymore, are you? Right then. Let's put these away. And we'll get on with what we've got to do today. Oh, Valerie. Oh, I can't believe that. It's so unexpected when you try so many times. Now then. I've just had a check around everybody and Oh! Everything seems present and correct, I was going to say. But let's see if we can get this zombie. Because I want to do a few more villagers. Not today, but I need to get them in there. So we'll have one of these. Where is it? There it is. Let's pop this down. Up. Come on. Over here. Over here. This way. This way. There you go. Got me a bit, but I got it in the end. Now then, I've got my sugar in hand because I need to keep an eye on these butterflies. They all... Oh, there's Mary, look. Is she trying to get out of there? Are you stuck in there, Mary? Oh, you're okay, though. You're okay. Let me just move these leaves. I think you're trying to get out and not able to. I've created all these little nooks and crannies. I'm sure that's the problem. There you go. Come on, out you come. Oh, Mary's not there now, so she must have come out. Where is she? Is she in here? Oh, is that her? Yes, she's there. Come on out, Mary. Stop getting in those little nooks and crannies. That's better. Well, everything present and correct in there too. Now then, what's this? Pack up polar bear in case you can't find one. Vanilla. Male. Oh, Maddie. What you like? That's awesome. Thank you so much. But I am going to go out and try and find one. I really, really am. Now then, today we're going to be decorating the viewing area down below. Look! Knut is in the water! Oh my goodness me! That's the first time I've seen her in there. Oh, I hope she's going to be okay. Oh, it's a little bit anxiety-provoking is getting them in the water because I've had a few problems, as you know. Oh, look, she's swimming around. I wonder if she's been out yet. Have you been out? Knut? Oh, I'm going to have to keep a close eye on her. Oh, don't keep poking your head through there. Oh, I do hope she's able to get out when she needs to. It's a bit of a worry, is this? Well, she looks to be enjoying herself there, but she's not getting out, is she? I wonder if I should have put something else in the water to help her get out. Oh, Knut. I hope you can get out. I've got to keep an eye on her. I really have. She's down there. Looks like half of her is inside the viewing area. Let's just have a look. Yeah, look at that. Oh. Well, she seemed to be all right then. I wonder if this is... I wonder if I should put this as glass blocks instead of panes. I wonder if that would be safer. I really don't know. Well, she seems to be getting about okay. So I'll just have to carry on, I think. I'm having an eating area up on top, I've decided. So I need some chairs, which are going to be black chairs. And the white concrete is for the picnic tables, which I'm going to be using for the first time instead of the mangrove wood, which I used in the welcome centre. Right, let's see. Can I see her? Oh, there she is, look. Where's she gone? There. Still in the water, though. Right, so I've put a few chairs down here. We're not going to have any eating areas down here. This is just for looking out. No! Oh, I knew that would happen. I knew it would happen. Well, I hope that's a bug. And I hope it gets sorted. Let me get in there and get a bit. Oh, Knut. Oh, dear. Well, I'll have to put up a safety barrier here as well. So no swimming for the polar bears until that gets sorted. And I am thinking I'll have 3 polar bears. I think 1 male and 2 females. I hope I can find a male, because I'll call him Knut. And I have a couple of other names as well. I'll tell you about them later. Right, that's just about done, I think. This grey is for rubbish bins, and there are several colours. Not the grey, that stays the same. But as you can see, the rubbish bins themselves are made from the different woods, and the different woods make them different colours. And down here in this bit, I'm going to have some pictures on the wall as well. And I'm going to use these butterflies. I still have a lot of them. I'm going to have some plants here as well. And I like these red firecracker flower bushes. I think they're gorgeous. And there is a trapdoor that I can't find at the moment. I can't remember which one it is. But I think it would go here much better. Now then. I think I need a painting there. I need a 2-block one because it's even. Let's see what I get. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. I found that trapdoor that I was thinking of. It's the thatch trapdoor. Let me show you this. Look. How well does that go with that flooring? I love it. Nice. Okay. Right, that's looking pretty nice with those firecracker bushes. Now, I've made a barrel here with some penguin plushes in, thinking that people who come to my zoo can have a complimentary penguin plush when they come. Hanging baskets. I love hanging baskets. I made some in the welcome centre. So I'm going to have some in here as well. Now, I've decided to extend this barrel here into a series of shelves and barrels for all the plushes. Why not? I think it's a good idea. So I've had a really good look on the internet and found this shelving system I really like. So I'm going to put this along this back wall. And it doesn't have to be symmetrical. It can be anyhow you like. So this is what I've done. I may move it around a little bit because I'm going to put things on shelves as well and make it quite colourful. Might put some plants in there as well and some plushies sitting on top as well. So I think that'll look quite cool. But it's getting it right because of course you can't put a trapdoor in the space where you're going to put a plushie or a plant. Yeah, quite like that. I'm not quite sure about those two together there. I might change that. Gonna put some plants in now. Just a mix of the plants. My favourites. I quite like all those. And I think I'll put the penguins there. The first ones. There we go. I'll have to make a load more. I've only got those 9. But I have got a spider farm. So lots of string. So I'm going to put one type of plushie in each of these barrels. More flowers. More plushies. There we go. What's that one? What's that one? Let me just have a look. Oh, it's a mandrill. Okay, I couldn't tell just there. Nice. Quite like that. Just having a plain bit of greenery there, I think. Don't want to overdo it. I want it to be light and airy, you know? I've just got one more plushie I'd like to fit in here if I could. Could put it on there, I suppose. Let me see. I think I'll put it on this one. There we go. Yeah, quite like that there. Right. I think that's possibly down here sort of done, I think. I think I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like this shelving system. Really chuffed with that, I am. I'll let these hanging baskets grow, and then I'll snip off the bottoms when they're all down. Put some string on the floor as well, I think. Now this is where things started to get a little bit challenging. So I was out in the frozen north. Well, I don't know if it was north of the map. It was a frozen area in the sea, let's put it that way. And I'd been boating around for quite some time, hoping that something would spawn near me, but it wasn't happening. And it was quite big, this frozen area, so I thought a bit of flying might do the trick. And it actually wasn't that long after I started flying around that I spotted the polar bear. There it was. So I duly landed, and I'd brought 3 capture cages with me. I thought if I put them all side by side and I get it to chase me and jump over, it surely should go into one of them. Shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Well, I thought it should. So down I put the capture cages, keeping an eye on where that polar bear was. Opened them all, and then, with a little bit of trepidation, I must admit, I went towards it to see if I could catch its eye. It was looking. And it saw me. And it was after me. So I made a beeline for the capture cages, jumped over the top, and what do you know, it came round the back. So I had to run as fast as my little legs could carry me, trying to get it to go back to the capture cages. This way, polar bear. Over I went and round it went again. Oh my goodness. I was eye to eye with a polar bear. Oh my goodness, what am I like? I hadn't even got my rockets on my hotbar. Out it came again, and down I ran again. Made sure it was after me, and then made a beeline for the cages again. Slowed down a bit, went over, and in it went. Awesome. I couldn't wait to get back to see whether it was a male. Well, I wasn't going to get my book out here, was I? So I teleported to my set home and made a beeline for the investigation area. That's where I take them all to have a look at and see what they are. And if this was a male, I'd have another Knut before you knew it. I made doubly sure that I had a name tag all ready for when it came out. I didn't want it to disappear in a cull. And there it was, safe. So now I just needed my book. And when I looked in the book, it was a male. It was awesome. And it was a butter pecan polar bear as well. And the other polar bears I'd got were butter pecans too. So I made sure the first name tag I made was for Knut, because Tinnikin suggested that name and I really wanted to keep it. So the male was called Knut. The first female was called Mische. And the second one was called Eisbär. That's German for polar bear. Nice. So that was relatively easy. The next thing was, how do I get them in the exhibit? I had a little plan. I thought if I put them here next to each other and I stood on the ledge and reached over and opened them up, they would come out okay. It's times like this you understand why people go to buy a rank. Creative flight would make things so much easier. But it'd be fine. It'd be fine. I've got my elytra. If I needed to get out really quick, I could use that. Not even thinking that I hadn't got any rockets on my hotbar. So my first attempt to open the cage wasn't very successful, as I had a dirt block in my hand. So having tried it again, this time with an empty hand, I managed to open it and out came Eisbär. The middle one, for some reason, didn't have a bear in it. And then Knut came off and knocked me right off the dirt block. I managed to get my rockets out in time, bashed into a tree, and landed relatively safely on top of the roof for the viewing area. And I'd got 2 polar bears in there, but what happened to polar bear number 3? I knew one of them was Knut, but who was the other one? Was it Eisbär or was it Mische? I needed to find out. So I undertook a daring landing and managed to land right next to the dirt that I'd placed down before. And I needed to get a clear view of this polar bear to find out who it was. And I couldn't quite see where the other one was at all. It didn't seem to be here. Then spotted the closed cage, so it must have gone back into the cage. So I thought I'd tranquilise this one, whoever it was. But it didn't look very tranquilised to me. And it was Knut. Okay, that was one. That was good. But who was the other one? So I tranquilised him again, just to make sure. Got the other 2 cages out of the way while he was heavily sedated. And then opened the second one. Looked for a way out, just in case. Opened it. Tried to get it, and got attacked. And as I tried to get out, I hit that tree again. But landed again, safely. I still had no idea who that second polar bear was. But all the ones I'd got, except that one that wasn't named, was empty. I went back to the examination room, just in case I'd had a senior moment and left one of the cages here, but it was nowhere to be seen. So I think that might have been another bug. And I think I was ready to cut my losses. but I was determined to find out who that other polar bear was. Was it Michelle or Ice Bar? So I went along the glass, hoping I was correct in thinking they couldn't jump over the glass panes if they were 3 panes high, and hoping I could get to see what that other polar bear was. Why I didn't tranquilise them both again at this stage, I have no idea. I was a bit of an idiot, really. And I decided to get a little bit higher up just to gain the advantage of height. Only it did seem that when the polar bears got super excited, they could actually jump higher than you thought they could, and over she went into the water. Oh, Ice Bar. Good grief. Well, we all know what happened to the first polar bear in the water, and I didn't want it to happen to Ice Bar. So I ran along the glass pane, over into the viewing area, and thought a little about what I should do. I was fairly sure after the first polar bear's demise that this one wouldn't last very long in there, so I needed to make a decision about what to do. And then I formulated a little plan. I had no idea at this stage whether this plan would work or not, but it's the only thing I could think of, and made a little dirt platform on which I placed a capture cage, and I hoped once Ice Bar saw me, she would come over and swim into the capture cage. It seemed to be working okay. Then, for some reason, she was able to get out of the water, and after me she went. So I dived into the pool, and I tried to get to a ledge where I could launch myself off with my rocket, but so did she. And I launched myself off with my rocket right into the roof of the viewing platform. Oh dear. Well, I started making my way back whilst reading the consolatory comments in chat. And then Ariana, bless her little cotton socks, offered to help. And I so thankfully accepted as I made my way towards my death marker. Ariana worked on it for quite some time, starting off with the blocks that I had put, and working her own way into it, trying to get that polar bear out of the pool and into the cage. But it wasn't an easy task at all, and Ice Bar was not a happy chapess at all, and quite often tried to get to me from down in the pool, which was quite frightening at times, I must say. In fact, at one stage I decided to make it a little bit of a hasty retreat to the edge of the viewing platform, because Ice Bar was just not happy at all. Ariana continued to work on that area, trying to coax Ice Bar out of the pool, and she was just not having it. And I could see she was trying everything she could think of to try and get that polar bear moving. At one point, she had the bear surrounded by dirt blocks. Then it looked like she might have had another idea, because she suddenly disappeared. And within seconds, she was back with a lead. This looked very promising. Yes. Then Ariana spent the next few minutes trying to remember how things were. She did a very good job, I must say. And then she opened the cage so the polar bear could come out into the enclosure. I was staying right away, as I would from now on. Well, I did know who the polar bears were, so that was okay. Trying to get that cage back was a bit of a trial as well. But she snuck in and got it in the end. Well done, Ariana. Thanks ever so much for your help. So I'm back to decorating the upper floor of the viewing area now, and I decided to start with a border of light grey terracotta. And I used riverstone to fill in the inside of this, removing all the grass, and then used some of the light paving stones just to break it up, because it was quite busy. And then lastly, I sprinkled in, very occasionally, some clay. I quite like that look. Then it was time for the table and chairs. And I think they fitted in there really nicely. Mustn't forget the waste bins. I think I needed one down the other end. Right away from the tables, of course. And then I think I needed some foliage in here. Some flowers and some greenery. I quite like that. But I did need a splash of colour. And I think the firecracker bushes just set it off really well. And that is about it for this episode. So I'm going to carry on putting these firecracker bushes all the way around. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. For more content like this. So take care everybody. And I'll see you in the next episode. And I'm thinking of doing a giraffe enclosure next. Something nice and safe and gentle. I think I deserve that, don't you?